Now today we are here back on Assetto Corsa and we are going to try and beat the pole time. Now I saw a suggestion in the comments on the last episode and I really liked the idea. So someone said, why don't I do it before the actual qualifying and essentially push myself to the limit and see if I can actually in a way kind of predict the pole time, if not beat it ahead of time. So it got me thinking, why not, let's give it a go and let's try it. So today we are driving as Charles Leclerc, as this circuit is pretty close to his home, so it's kind of like a home race for him. And we're going to try it and beat the pole time, which hasn't been set yet, but I'm expecting it to be somewhere in the low 30s. Now, FP2 has just finished and Carlos Sainz was quickest with a 1:32.5. With that in mind, that gives us a reference, something to aim for in the ballpark. If you're wondering why I'm not on F1 22, like always, the actual F1 game is too fast. So F1 22, I think you can do like high 20s, which is like 3 seconds faster, so literally irrelevant. So yeah, this is far more accurate and it should present a bit more of a challenge. So I'll leave all the links down below. Either way, we're going to get this tied at the temperature and I'll show you guys once we get into our first lap. Okay, we'll go for a balanced engine mode for this first lap as we try to find the limit and see how fast we can really go. Hard to try and keep tyre temp, it seems like they go cold quite quick. But here we go, let's get the lap underway. Down to the first corner. The muscle memory is going to be different compared to F1 games, that's for sure. Through the first chicane we go. It's definitely not as accurate as we run off the track straight away, so this is going to take a bit of a learning process, I think, to get used to. Now we're starting to hook up a few corners here, but even still I feel like I'm struggling for some grip. Oh my god, there's so much understeer. My god. Right, this isn't ideal. This has been a pretty poor lap, so we might have to scrub this one off. Okay, so end of the first lap. Let's give ourselves a reference to aim for. Even though we know we had a few moments on that lap, it was pretty damn scruffy. Here we go up to the line. 35.2, so we're only about just under 3 seconds off what Stein's done in FP2, so we can definitely work on that. Going to try and go for a second push this time, keeping it nicely within track limits. Let's try and continue this lap on and keep it nice and clean if possible. Nicely done through there. Keeping it tighter through the slow section. Now very steady on the traction here as we go through this long right. Seems like we've got much better grip now. The tyre temp's actually in the tyres. It seems like I've got to really push this car to go fast. We're going to wait a little bit longer for the DRS as the detection is a bit too early on this mod. Now we're going to spot the braking for the chicane, about the 100 metre board. Turn in, bit of a drift on the way in, but that's okay. Easy on the curbs as they're a bit high. They can upset the balance. Let's make our way into sector 3 as we go flat out through Senior, the right-hander. And now let the ground effect do the work as we kick into the double apex right back and getting a bit loose as you can see our tyres overheat because of that. Just a bit of a moment there with some rear locking. Trying to struggle now because the tyre temp is getting out of control. Let's see if we can try and hold the lap together as we now head to the final 2 corners. Nicely done through there with the downforce and the ground effect being put to good use. And then the final corner, power down, DRS open and up to the line. Let's see. 34.7, so not a lot of an improvement, but that's our first banker. We can now start to drop the fuel, change the wings and see what we're aiming for. Now we've managed to dump the fuel. We've dropped it to 10 litres I believe, or I think 20 litres, and we're now going to run a higher engine mode this time, and we've also just adjusted the wings a little bit and the brake bias, so the car should be way more competitive. Here we go, DRS open to start the lap. I've got to try and be a bit more confident in certain corners and certain brake zones and try and remove the muscle memory from the F1 game. He does it through turn 1 and to turn 2. Getting that understeer, which I don't know what happens if we try and figure that out, but still we'll keep pushing as I know there'll be more time to find after this lap anyway. And oh my god. Okay, so the car's a little bit all over the place at the minute. Not sure why. Struggling for grip. Sector 2 in the books, I think we're like 1.2 up. I can just about make out on the dash on the wheel. Sector 3 is where all the time is, especially with less fuel. Oh, I've done it again. That corner, man, I've got to try and find a way to do that. This car's very, very unstable. Okay, we're going to go into attack mode, maximum battery power pretty much. There's one more mode after this, but I'm pretty sure we'll just run out before that finishes. So this is going to be pretty much it. Here we go. Let's try again. My DRS isn't open. Not ideal, not the best start to the lap, but that lets me know that there's more time to find if we go for another one. As we go through senior, and now into the final sector. This is where the car's going to make a big difference with less fuel. This time we managed to keep it under control through there. I'm trying to fight the back end of the car as we lose the rear. Again, I'm just struggling to hold it together. I'm going to finish the lap anyway, but I think we've lost our entire advantage as we make our way through the final two corners. So frustrating. Let's see, up to the line we go. We've run out of battery, so that's not ideal. What's the lap even going to be? 33.2. Okay. I'm going to make some small adjustments, and we're going to give it one more crack. I think that's it. I think that's all I've got pretty much. 32.5 on a clean lap. That felt pretty good. I'll try and go for one more, and I'll see how that goes. If not, that might be the lap you end up watching in this video. There we go, I'll take that. I'm happy with that. 32.1. There's probably a bit more in it. I did run out of track limits in turn 6 by the smallest of margins, but I don't feel like I gained anything. I don't even think I was full throttle at the time because it was actually understeering off the track, but still. There you go, that was my attempt. And just to run you through the setup, I'm running the C4 tire, which is what they're running this weekend in real life as the softest available compound. I was using 5 litres of fuel, MGUH on motor, MGUK on high, and then we've got 50% recovery, 711 engine brake, 10.4 on the wings, and then the brakes 54 on 100, although I was using 54.5 on the lap itself, and then the rest of the setup is completely default, by the way. So yeah, that's only the values that I changed. I don't know how to do the rest of the setup. So yeah guys, mods link down below. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a like. If you did, subscribe for more. As always, we do this every single race weekend. And I'm just messing around and testing out different formats. So let me know if you guys enjoyed it or not. Either way, a massive thank you for watching, guys. And a shout out to the members for supporting the content. And finally, check out the 2 videos on screen if you haven't seen them already. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care. And that's goodbye from me.